and welcome to Treasure Hunt, the first programme in a new series. And as you may have gathered from the opening titles, we're somewhere that's very special to be at Christmas. Before I go any further, though, the first job I have to do is call up London, the studio there, where hopefully Kenneth and two contestants are hearing me. And if they're pretty smart, they should gather from what I've just said where we are this week. Can you hear me, Kenneth?
Yes, we can, Annika. Thank you very much. And I think we've got an idea of where she is.
Yes, unfortunately we have.
I've got with me Jan Wood and Liz Kidd. They're our contestants this week. And also joining Treasure Hunt for the first time, our new adjudicator, the lovely Wincy Willis. Warm welcome to you, Wincy.
Thank you. It's
She'll
great to
be
be
plotting our course. Well, what do we think?
That's Jerusalem.
Holy Land, anyway.
Somewhere like that.
Holy Land, right?
That's absolutely right. And
Good.
where else could we start but at Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus? That's where we are now. I'm standing right outside the Church of the Nativity. And if you go inside, there's some steps that lead you to the actual manger, the stable where Jesus was born. Now, of course, Bethlehem is a very special place for Christians, as Christmas is a very special time. But Israel is, in fact, the Holy Land for three of the world's great religions. For the Jews, it's where Solomon reigned in all his glory. For the Muslims, well, it occupies a very important place in their history. In fact, they revere Jesus as one of their prophets. And of course, for Christians, it's where Jesus lived and died. We're terribly excited about doing the show. When I say we, I of course mean the crew. And let me introduce them to you. Let me take the camera, Graham. So you could just say hello to Graham and Frank there. Anyway, shall I leave you to open your map, have a look where it is, and find, as I say, we're Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus. So
Right. Let's look at it here on the map.
we'll
then.
get back to the helicopter.
Very exciting for all of us, Bethlehem.
It's all
Where
in,
is Bethlehem?
Well, it's all in a foreign language. It is. Bethlehem is here.
You got Bethlehem.
I'm just going to go on my
Well
knees
done.
and say a quick prayer.
Right, well, we've got Bethlehem. Can I just find out a little bit more about the place from Wincy?
Certainly, Kenneth, I'm happy to. Here's Israel, southeast of Cyprus, that very familiar shape there. Bethlehem, where Annika finds herself today, the lucky thing, is a region on the west bank of Jordan. It's only 35 miles away from the Mediterranean and 45 miles away from Amman. As far as this map's concerned, if the helicopter travels at approximately 80 miles per hour, it's going to take about 18 minutes to travel from the north to the south.
Well, now, let's find out something about you. We find out something about the area. Where do you both come from, you girls?
We come from Wokingham in Berkshire.
Mm-hmm. You both live there, do you?
Yes.
And you work there, or are you working housewives, or
No,
what?
but, I've got an employment agency, and Jan is my number one. Number one, that's right.
You know what happens? We have 45 minutes in which to solve these 5 clues, and if you succeed, you'll get Annika to the treasure, and you win £1,000 for yourselves. Okay?
Right, fine, I think we'll deserve it.
Annika?
I'm still with you, just about. We had a few locals come in here to say hello now. I don't think they've ever seen a helicopter in their life before. Look at
It sounds as if they're in the
They
helicopter.
sounded very excited about the whole thing. Are you back at the
There's
helicopter?
my pilot, his name's Gada, local pilot, he's really fast.
Fine. Let's
Okay, well, the first thing I'll tell you is the only thing that I'll give away. The treasure is something that may remind you of Bethlehem.
something
Okay.
that may remind you
Now,
of Bethlehem.
as this map is all in a foreign language,
Yeah,
there's
we're a bit
another
worried
one
about
just
that.
to help you.
Oh,
Okay,
free
there's
map
your
of
first
Israel.
clue. Good luck.
Right.
Start the clock.
Start the clock.
I'm just going to read the first clue to you, and it is here. In a crater-reform fortress that has a nominal connection with 7 vales, go from pillar to post in the living quarters. In a crater-reform fortress that has a nominal connection with 7 vales, go from pillar to post in the living quarters.
Should we get up in the air?
Yeah,
Yes.
you want to tell her?
Yeah,
Right, let's get into the helicopter. We're in a jet range.
Don't forget to give us directions.
it's Bethlehem. Jericho, did he? No, that's
Right,
no. Not yet, I don't know.
Right. Right, hello, Gada.
Nominal
Okay, we're just
connection.
looking to see, there's plenty of books on the Isle of Wight.
No, that's not so useful.
No,
Can
no.
we take off, please, and just circle around Bethlehem?
Okay, Annie, just hang on a moment.
I'll visit to Israel,
Right.
Israel,
Israel, let's have some Israeli books out of
You
that.
have to be out of
Israel
White yet.
Museum, the Holy Land,
You've been to the Isle of Wight a couple of times.
historical
so-
Now,
sites in
don't go
Israel.
mad.
Right, okay.
Take
Right,
it,
what-
Israel.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah?
I've been
I don't
told
think
that
you
one
want-
of the best guides and reference book to the country is the Bible itself. So why don't you get the Bible out?
Well, we'll look at some. We've got some other books to look at first. Let's look at those, shall we? Crate reform fortresses.
We're taking off then, flying
like
over
a crater, I
Bethlehem, which
think.
is on a
Do
hill.
you want me to look it up for you?
Not such a little town like it is in the Carol, a little town of Bethlehem. It's sprawled out a bit since then, but still
still retaining a lot of the original flavour and sort.
Great.
So as I say, we're circling round and waiting for further instructions. And that's the church over there. We've just been standing
fortress
outside
like
the
a
Church of the
crater.
Nativity. Incredible. I can't believe we're here. It's extraordinary. Somewhere I've
Fortresses.
always
Now,
wanted
what
to
is
come
the
to
name of
Israel.
that famous fortress? Oh, dear.
How are you doing?
Well, we're
Not
trying.
very well
Not
at the
very
moment.
well. Very difficult. The map we've got is.
I've got a tiny map.
Yeah, this is as well.
Can you read the clue out again, Kenneth? Because I don't have a copy of it. They don't
Shall I read
Right,
it too? Kenneth is going
in a
to.
crater-reformed fortress that has a nominal connection with Seven Veils,
Right.
go from pillar to post in the living quarters. Did you get that?
The only thing that rings a bell to me is I know in Jerusalem, for example, there's all sorts of quarters. Like there's the Christian quarter, there's the Armenian quarter. Could it be that kind of living quarter?
Well, we don't know. In a crater-reformed fortress, what about these fortresses?
We can't find Seven Veils.
Seven
Oh, the
Veils.
dance of the Seven
Yeah,
Veils,
there's
Salome and the dance of the
Salome,
Seven
and that
Veils.
was.
Well,
Where did she
we just keep circling round. We haven't been told where to go yet.
Was it Jerusalem or one of the Beersheba?
It's very, very hot. It's in the high 30
Is it?
degrees.
Is it? Oh,
Yes.
lucky you.
So you let us know what you want us to do. For the meanwhile, we're just circling around Bethlehem, surrounded by arid land. Very little rain here every year. Parts of the desert, there's only about 4 inches. And that's usually between about January and
What have you
March.
got from that, in that dictionary? Nothing?
The crater, that's all that's in that.
Interesting thing, it says in the Bible that Moses sent his spies here to report on the country, and they returned with figs, pomegranates, and a bunch of grapes so big that 2 men could hardly carry it. And that is, in fact, the symbol of the Ministry of Tourism now, a symbol of 2 men carrying this enormous bunch of grapes. I think we forget. We imagine that Israel is all
We've
desert.
got this dance. Listen, we've got the dance of the Seven Veils. Can you remember what's the story of that? It was
Salome, the
Yeah,
dance
but
of the
who?
Seven Veils.
Herod.
With Herod.
Herod.
Yes.
Herod.
Bethlehem.
Did you say Herod?
King Herod. Something about King Herod. King Herod's palace, fortress.
Right.
Herod's Gate. 161.
Well, can you give us a vague direction because we're losing time just circling
I think you should be going towards Jerusalem.
to Jerusalem?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we head towards Jerusalem, Gadda? Just for the centre for the moment, we don't know where. Oh, I just always wanted to go to Jerusalem. Right, well, we will be there, I should imagine, in about 2 minutes.
Okay,
Looking
then.
at this map. So if
Oh,
you-
wait a minute. Look, here's a whole lot about Herod. The mountain Herod. The mountain Herodion is visible from
Fortress.
afar. Where is it?
There's a fortress.
Jebel
To
Faradis.
Jebel Faradis.
Where is it?
Jebel Faradis. Annika.
West Jordan.
West,
Israeli occupied West Jordan, 7 miles southeast of Bethlehem. 7 miles
southeast.
southeast of Bethlehem.
Oh, right. So it's... Oh, Herodian.
Can you find it, Annika?
Yes,
You've
we
had
want- sorry,
5
we want to
minutes so
change our
far.
minds. We want to go to Herodian now. Okay.
Are you all right?
Now, where's the rest of the clue? In a great
Right,
reformed
we
fortress,
return
has a nominal
directions. We're
connection with Seven
heading back
Veils.
towards Herodian.
Go from pillar to post in the living quarters.
We're going east. Okay. Oh, I see. It's that
Yes,
mount
Pillar to
there.
Post, Herod
Terrific.
Post.
Gadda, you're a brain. Wonderful.